I don't think that following somebody is cheating, but if you're constantly going to their page, you're stalking their story, you're sending them messages, you're sending them emojis, there's things that you can do that are not appropriate.
I feel like Instagram, especially, is not reality. There's obviously a line that could be crossed, but I try not to worry about it. I want to have trust in whoever I'm with, so I don't have to worry about this stuff. And I feel like if I'm with someone in the real world, then we're together. It's nuts
Man.
because another study said that, porn is making men feel confused about their sexuality and also making them cheat more frequently. I'm not sure how there's a direct correlation to porn, but this study did say 60% of men admitted to having an affair, while only 32% of women said the same. And it also said 37% of men claimed that interacting or merely following people on social media could constitute cheating, and 32% of women agreed. A full 61% of males said body count does matter, claiming more than 10 sexual partners were too many, while 12% said it was a turnoff if someone had more than one past partner.
Wait,
in comparison, women weren't concerned about body count unless it was more than 25. So men and women have different stances. It says men cheat more than women, or at least admit to cheating more than women. And body count counts more than men. Where do you fall on these numbers? And did these numbers surprise you?
I mean, I agree with most of this, except for like guys being concerned if a woman has had more than one partner.
That's 12%, though. It wasn't a big percentage.
Okay.
It was 12%, but they did highlight that.
I mean, there's definitely levels to this shit. Like we can't have a whole baseball team right here, and like, but at the same time,
a whole baseball team.
There's no way that it should be like, oh, at a certain age, like if she's 25 and she slept with the same number of guys as her age or something like that, it's like, what are we doing?
How would you know that though?
But that's the thing. I've never really been the guy to ask because I don't want to know. Like to me, I don't care. And if somebody asks me, I'll answer, but I don't really want to get that question from anybody because for me, it's like at a certain point, the past is the past, the future is the future, and the present's the present. If you're asking, yo, are you clean? Do you want to get sexually tested or tested for STIs? Sure, I'll do that. Fine. But like, does it matter how many people or does it matter that I'm with you?
Exactly. I don't even know how many people. I can't even give a number. I really can't, but whatever. I'm like, fucking, I've lived my life. Like, come on. And it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about what anyone else does either. Like, I'm not going to ask anyone their body count. If I like you and we're together, then we're together. Like, I couldn't imagine asking that as a grown man. Maybe when I was like a teenager.
Now, have you been asked and responded that same way? Like, I have no idea.
I don't think so. I don't think people don't ask me. I don't know. People think I'm slutty, like off jump. Like, people assume that I've had a lot of sex. You've seen it. We went to a comedy show in Berlin, and the guy was like, "Oh, this guy fucks. He probably fucked right before we came here." And I was just like, I shrugged. He's like, "Oh, he agrees." And I'm like, how am I supposed to heckle these guys when they're all saying I'm beautiful and I get a lot of pussy? Like, it happens. Like, when I was out with Troy a few weeks ago, this girl just comes up to me and said, "You're a fuckboy." So it happens. Like, I think, I don't really mind it that much. It is a little bit offensive sometimes, but I'm like, whatever. I know how people perceive me.
Yeah, I'd be offended. You don't even know me.
It's fine. Like, whatever. I don't think it's that much of it. I don't think women are that concerned. I think women want a guy who's desirable. Women want a guy who other women want. You know what I mean?
But that's again where the contradiction comes in, because they want a man who other women want, but they don't want the man to entertain the other women that want him.
Of course, so they don't want you to entertain it, but they want to know that you could do something else. They don't want to feel like they got a loser on their hands. Of course. But, people are possessive. I never cared about body count. And yeah, for myself, like, come on. Like, I'm pretty self-aware. People let me know how they feel about me. Like it happens all the time. I have a good attitude about it, but I'm not sure how porn affects these numbers. But those statistics did pretty much stand out to me. Like, what do you think about 60% of men admitting to having an affair? That seems pretty high compared to the 32% of women.
I mean, I'm not really surprised by that, honestly.
Really?
The divorce rate is over 50%. Like, why wouldn't the number of men having an affair be over 50%? You know?
Yeah. So you think it's mostly men who are doing the cheating more than women?
No, I think women are way better at cheating than guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How? Why? Why?
Because I think they are secretive and like cunning, and they know how to like pull people's heartstrings and stuff. Like
they're witches.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I just think that women are way better at it than guys, and also feel like at a certain point, guys are just like, I don't know,
worse at hiding it.
Yeah, not even that. It's just like they're resigned to the fact that they're married to this woman, and that's who they're with. Like a lot of guys at a certain point, they're just like loyal to a fault, or they get so comfortable that it's like, why bother?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like women are more invested in finding out if they're being cheated on. I feel like guys aren't really gonna go through your shit. They're just guys are a little bit more trusting, and I feel like also guys are a little bit more sloppy in hiding things. They're not as you know.
Guys make dumb mistakes.
Yeah, really dumb mistakes. But hey, the truth is always in their group chat with their friends.
If you had to compare like guys and girls to pets, guys are definitely the dogs, and girls are definitely the cats. Like it's just too easy.
I don't know what that has to do with cheating, but
well, if you see a cats are like very particular about what they do, but at the same time they'll be like mischievous. Like if you have something sitting on the edge of the counter, they will knock that shit over just to see you like be upset about it. But guys like dogs, they're just so clumsy all the time. They make a mess. They get water all over the floor, kibble all over the floor, take a shit in your bathroom, like all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But they're very loving.
Yeah, that's true, man.
But they also love everybody else when they go outside to the dog park. Like it's just like that. That's how it is.
Yeah. What about the stat that says, there was pretty close alignment on, claiming interacting or following people on social media could constitute cheating. 37% of men and 32% of women agree to that. Now, to me, I think it was comforting to know that the majority on both sides didn't agree with that. But that's still a pretty significant number.
It's a pretty large number. I don't think that following somebody is cheating, but if you're constantly going to their page, you're stalking their story, you're sending them messages, you're sending them emojis in response to their story or something like that, you drop in the hearts in there. There's things that you can do that are not appropriate. Mm-hmm. That is for sure. And that if your partner found out, they're gonna have some questions. They're gonna be upset. This is again like the little breadcrumbs you leave behind you.
Yes,
can't do it.
Yeah, I try not to overthink this stuff, but I always get involved in some stupid ass social media politics.
Some women they connect dots where there aren't even dots though. Like it can't be helped.
No, for real, they need help. They need help fucking just making things up. But hey, there's things out there. I don't really care. I try not to buy. I feel like Instagram especially is not reality. There's obviously a line that could be crossed, but I try not to worry about it. I want to have trust in my partner, whoever I'm with, so I don't have to worry about this stuff. And I feel like if I'm with someone in the real world, then we're together. I don't really get caught up in that shit because I've been there, and it's just not fun.
No,
it's not fun feeling like someone's out to like look for you to make a mistake or like combing through who you're following. Oh, you follow someone new. Who is that? Or you like this person's picture. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm under investigation. And that's brought me to a place of feeling like I need to do the same to this person. Yep. I never felt more lame than when I've done that. You know what I mean? I felt like Drake, like lame as fuck. Like worried about, what a woman's doing, in that way. It's just like, come on, it's just not a good look. So I think, people live in reality. Don't worry so much about the internet and porn. And also, like, be open to having conversations with your partner. Like, don't feel like everything that they do is an attack on you in your relationship. Sometimes you don't know what someone's going through. And when you come off as feeling like, oh, my feelings are so hurt by your actions, you make the person you're with, more hesitant to actually being open and real with you. So I feel like people should be a little bit more understanding. And yeah, I feel like there's definitely a big gap in men and women's understanding of things. But these polls outside of the cheating shit show that we're more aligned, I think, than we realize.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's always easier when you're not outside like you were in your younger 20s and things like that.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
all the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.